Okay, so vegetable bed. There are some things, as you can see, there's a lot of onions in here. I did have some really beautiful lettuce and some other things like that was a little cabbage. But I had a groundhog friend come in and visit and make a really good meal out of my really beautiful lettuces. I've since taken measures to keep groundhog friend out, but I'm pretty sure that the lettuces are, mostly done for the season. The peppers in here, these are all peppers that I wintered, and they were looking pretty scraggly, and so I wasn't really sure how they would do because I struggled keeping them healthy inside. I don't know if it was the temperature or I wasn't giving them enough feed or light or whatever. I mean, I had them under grow lights, but anyway. But they seem to be perking up for the most part. New growth. They're already putting on flowers and stuff, so we might get peppers a lot earlier than last year. You can sort of see the ferns here. My asparagus, I only had four ferns pop up this year, and I think that's because I disturbed so much of the soil last year. So I may have screwed up my asparagus, I don't know. But so basically, since that's all that popped up, I'm just going to let it grow, and maybe next year we'll have a better year. No asparagus for us this year. Again, bugs or groundhog friend got these little brassicas that I don't think would have had enough time to become brassicas anyways. And I'd also, just so you know, carrots, this was supposed to be a carrot bed. I'd seeded a ton of carrots all in the front half of this bed. That's the only one. And I think this should probably explain it. These are all squirrel holes. This is like their favorite place to dig. I don't know why. I thought I could, have anything in this bed. Oh, pardon me. There's 2 carrots. But anyways, so I've moved on to other things here. This is a black strawberry. Put that out. And I did build this trellis last time, and hopefully it's gonna stay put. So far so good. I ended up using these old tiles that are in our yard. They're actually drainage pipes, and they're literally probably as old as the house, so they're just like in random bits in the backyard, and they're holding things up now. But this is a Chinese red noodle bean. And same thing, I started them, they either got chewed up by bugs, or there was another one right there, it got dug up by a squirrel. I have one, it's a Hilda, I think, pulled bean. Pretty sure it's a purple potted bean, and it's like the only one that's really taken off and already gone up the trellis, which is cool. This one, another Chinese red. These must be really good to the bugs because it's been chewed up. And then another black strawberry, tomato, and I'm going to try and replace those beans at some point. And then I think that was a broccoli maybe back here. I did have some brassicas I was trying to grow, and they all just got eaten, got frozen by the deep freeze, or like this one that lived but is bolting, going to seed and probably gonna pull it up. And then some celery back here, a couple radishes, same thing as the carrots. I planted a bunch of radish and they got dug up, just like that little guy did right there. All right, and then the hill over here has also had a lot of changes. I put in some dahlia tubers, and this one is coming up very nicely, and I don't remember which one this is. HT Ed. I couldn't tell you what that stands for. I don't remember. Anyways, it's a dahlia. It's going to be pretty. And there's this one, and that's a tartan, I believe. The strawberries are coming in. You can see the little bags. I have to bag them up to keep groundhog friend and raccoons and birds and slugs and all the other critters off of them. And I pretty much wait until they're almost ripe to bag them. And sometimes little critters get away from me, like that one. And it looks like somebody already maybe snacked on it. But this is kind of the only way I can seem to be able to get a decent harvest. Beyond strawberries, new additions, those are just let them go. This guy here, Raspberry, it's got a friend over there. And those are also from a local plant sale where they were just little whips for like $10. Fantastic. And this was my big splurge for this year. I'm trying not to like spend a lot of money on new plants and things because I have tons of seeds. This is a black lace elderberry. It's my birthday present to myself, and I think it's gorgeous. But I had tried to plant a blueberry back on this hill. This was going to be Blueberry Hill, but apparently they don't like the dirt over here, too much clay. Oh, and I'm trying huckleberries, but as you can see, the huckleberries have been eaten. So they're not doing great over here, but I've got a second spot, and I'll show you that in a minute. There's Raspberry number 2. The violets have gone wild. Some hollyhocks from last year trying to come back. We'll see. It's another dahlia. These are the wild tomatoes. And so mostly what I got from this plant sale were, propagated things. But this is a yellow raspberry, and I'm pretty sure it's dead. I haven't seen any growth off of it, but all these things came up out of the ground, and what's tricky is that there's a lot of wild dewberry in here, which is my fault. I put it there, but it's been very disease prone and hasn't made any fruit, so I've been trying to just cut it out. But the problem now is I don't know if this is maybe coming off the root system because it seems more upright than the dewberry. So I'm gonna try and leave that for a bit and see what it does, and maybe I can tell. Maybe it's a little bigger, or once it starts fruiting at least, if it does. Wild tomato. That was growing in a neighbor's yard, and they were actually really good. I just grabbed one off and it looked lovely. And this is a blackberry with pink flowers. I hadn't seen a flower on this guy before. Look at that. This is a Arapaho, if I am not mistaken, thornless blackberry. Tomato and oregano, and we'll call that quits.